Hola, bonjour, everyone. Excuse my voice today. I have a cold. Today, we're going to be dealing with ratios and proportions. And this is a lesson that's going to span 2 days, which for some of you will be one class period, for others it'll be two. But we're going to talk about what a ratio is, then we're going to talk about what a proportion is, and then we'll start solving proportions in word problems. So first, a ratio is a comparison between two real world values. It's a comparison between two real world values. So for example, in our class, if we have 25 students and 16 of those students are girls, that would mean there are 9 boys, right? So the ratio of girls to boys would be 16 to 9. And this is one way that we write a ratio. We use a colon. 16 to 9. The order is extremely important. If you say girls to boys, then it has to be the number of girls to the number of boys. You can also write a ratio as a fraction, but we would never reduce, let me take that back. We would never simplify this to a mixed number. There are times when we will reduce it by, if you could divide both things by one thing, simplify it. But we will not ever change it to a mixed number in this class. And the third way to write a ratio is with the word TO. Now, in English, the word to has 3 spellings, right? You have to, like Johnny is going to go to the store. You have the word to, which is the number 2. Or you have the word to, which means also. Johnny likes ice cream too. That would be to, T-O. Okay? So let's go back to the example that we had. We had 25 students, 16 girls, 9 boys. Okay? 16 girls, 9 boys. If I wanted to do the ratio of boys to girls, that would be 9 to 16. If I wanted to do the ratio of teachers to students, that would be 1 to 25, right? There's 1 of me and 25 students. So as you can see, the order is really important. It's extremely important. If those numbers are backwards, that would tell someone who didn't know about our class that there were 25 teachers and 1 student. And that wouldn't make much sense, would it? Okay? So Before we close up today's lesson, I'm going to introduce the idea of a proportion. A proportion is a comparison between two ratios. A proportion is a comparison between two ratios. So, for example, 1 over 2 equals 5 over 10. That's a proportion. The proportions we're going to be studying tomorrow are going to look like this, where we introduce a variable into the proportion, and we'll look at how to solve that. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.